calling in all entrepreneurs, light workers, star seeds who are here ready to make impact, more money on this earth, and shift to the fifth dimension. Are you ready to ascend? Okay, and welcome to the Ascension Codes podcast. My name is Natalie Paterson. The Ascension Codes is here to ascend you into the fifth dimension and above. And today we are joined with my incredible bestie, Alex Tripod. So welcome to the show, Alex.
Thanks, babe.
For those of you who do not know who you are or what you do, please share a little bit about you, babe.
Okay, well, the best way to describe myself is I am obsessed with manifestation, raising the vibration of humanity on a global scale. And I really love digging deep into the science behind quantum physics and manifestation, because I truly believe when we can take the woo-woo out of manifestation, then people are more likely to really implement the tools that are going to quantum shift them. And I also like to ground some of the most multidimensional concepts out there.
Just casually.
How does this apply? Like, how does it actually apply to someone's life? So that's what I do. That's what I'm obsessed with. Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yay. And so today, guys, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about our friendship, because I know a lot of people have watched our journey. As most of you know, I've been following Alex around. We did New Zealand, we did Australia, we did her tour, and now we're actually going to.
Nat intuitively knew that she was going to come to the whole tour, but I was like, yeah, just come to Gold Coast and maybe Brisbane, and next thing you know, she's in fucking Auckland, the ninth city. It was great.
And so what happened, guys, was I had a download one morning while I was literally in the bathroom, and I messaged Alex and I was like, so who's introing you on stage? She's like, no one, babe. And I was like, hey, my guides have actually told me to reach out to you. And this is before we were actually really good friends.
And this is how quantum entanglement happens, because at the same time, I'm like, fuck, who's going to help me crew? I've got no one. Do I have to get someone different in every city? Next minute, I get a voice note. So I'm like, shit, yeah. And she's like, shit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and our souls just literally collided. And so then that was it. We did every single state. Then we did New Zealand. And then while we were halfway through the tour, Alex is like, so I think I have to go to America. And I was like, hot diggity damn. So that's it. Now we're fucking going to America. And we've got something actually really juicy and exciting for you guys in America. Something special's coming out. Okay. So, Alex.
Yes, babe.
I wanted to ask you, what does ascension mean to you?
That's a great question.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Thank you.
Ascension to me really just means unplugging out of the matrix and the old paradigms that are no longer working for us, the control, the fear, all the dense frequencies that and I truly believe that ascension is, shifting from 3D, 4D to 5D. And, I truly believe it's not fifth dimension isn't an earth we are jumping to.
Physically see, like, that is your leg. That's
exactly.
The speaker.
I truly believe it's a vibration we're activating from within the heart. So that by raising our own vibration, we ascend, we unplug out of the 3D matrix grids, and we're able to live in financial, mental, and emotional and spiritual sovereignty.
Oh, yum. Thanks, babes.
Thanks, babes.
Okay, and so tell me about...
Is it coming?
It's coming. By the way, guys, I haven't told anyone that I interview what questions I'm doing. It just is like no one knows.
I literally couldn't prep for this.
No, you can't prep. You can't prep for this, babe. Okay. We're a channel. So tell my incredible audience, what has been your spiritual awakening?
Yeah, cool. So the biggest, from Alex in Matrix to holy shit, I'm here to change the world.
Yes.
In a nutshell, it was a typical rock bottom, decided to change my life, blah, blah, blah. But in wanting to change my life, I remember getting a pen and paper, and the two intentions I set was one of them was I now set an intention to be a wildly successful life coach, and I didn't even know what life coach was at the time. And the second one was, and I don't know where I heard this from or what happened, but I wrote, I now set an intention to meet the mirror reflection of my soul.
My God, I've never heard this story.
And then I was living with a friend at the time at my house.
Yep.
And she said, oh, my sister's coming over from Sydney.
Right.
And I knew her sister was gay. So I stalk her sister and her sister's fucking hot.
She's hot.
And I'm like, right? So anyway, so I'm like, oh, yeah, she's really cool. And so I'm like, okay. And then days before, like, I'm not going to name names, but the sister was meant to come over and she was meant to sleep over for a few nights at our house. I started like feeling like something big's going to happen. Like, anyway.
Also a little bit horny.
May have flicked the bean a few times.
Also, guys, it's just how we talk naturally. And I was like, let's just jump on a podcast and talk some fucking shit.
Yes. Yep. So I'm walking downstairs. My housemate's there. Her sister's there. We're making homemade pizzas. At this stage, I'm just kind of a bit nervous, so we're having just small chats. And then I find out that, like, she tells her sister she just got freshly engaged to her girlfriend, right? And I was like, and I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm like, all right, cool. That's no obstacle. It's no, I'm Alex Driver. There's no obstacle.
No worries, motherfucker. Let's go.
But I'm a homewrecker. But anyway, so anyway, I remember, and this is the moment, right? I'm coming back into, I don't know, I was outside for a second. I come back into the kitchen and she's sitting there on a stool near my kitchen. And I'm walking back in and this is the first time our eyes lock.
Wow.
And when our eyes locked, it's literally like I saw into my own soul.
Wow.
It's like for a good 5 to 10 seconds, I saw the universe. I saw all my light, all my greatness, all my shadows, it was like I literally saw into my soul. Wow. I still can't explain with the English language, like the bliss.
Could you explain in light language, like, perhaps? Also, guys, we always break out into light language. It's a thing. It's a thing in our relationship, yes.
Anyway, so then that night, basically, I was like, what just happened? And she, my housemate was like, I'm going to go to bed. And the sister freaked out. She's like, I'm going to go to bed too. So I think she was just freaked out by the connection.
Right.
And then I never...
Did you guys actually talk like at dinner and stuff?
Talked, but it was kind of weird after that.
Right. You were like, can't...
Yeah.
Was it also like the
the
two magnets?
I'm sitting next to her on the couch and my body's like zing, 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 zing. And I'm messaging my best friend like, I've just met my wife, guys. This is my future wife sitting next to me. This is the
one. Yeah, right.
Anyway, and that night I went to bed and I researched. I'd never heard of twin flames in my life. And I researched like twin flames and like tears were just streaming down my face. And it was like, when you look into their eyes, you'll see your own soul. And I was like, oh my God. And then I couldn't get to sleep that night. It was like 5 a.m, still couldn't sleep. And my whole body was just like experiencing upgrades. It felt like my heart was coming out of my body. And that was, even though I'd made the decision about a month prior to that to change my life, that was the frequency shift that almost just took my whole belief and my mission to a whole new level. It's like my team was like, all right, she's ready.
Let's go,
and the mind fuckery of all that experience was, even though I was like, oh my God, I'm going to marry her. Oh my God, how could I have that experience and she not be the one? That then led to like a year long of self-love journey because, here I am pining after someone thinking that their love is going to amplify my mission and I need to be with her. When in fact it was my own love I was seeking. And I truly believe there's so much crap about twin flames out there that's so disempowering. And like she was just here to awaken me. I've actually never seen her again since that time, and that was 8 years ago. Ever again. Our paths have never crossed paths again.
Wow. Thank you, beautiful soul. We love you. Thank you for activating you.
Right?
And it's so funny too, because when we first got into like the depth of our best friendship was when, we'd done Gold Coast, Brisbane, Melbourne, Gold Coast, Sydney, then Melbourne. And it was in the plane ride over, we were in business class. And I remember we were like, fuck, we're best friends. Like, wow, our souls are actually here to fully activate each other. And we had this like, oh my God, this bigness of our mission. And then I remember also being in one of the hotels we were in, we were sitting in bed, just talking shit, eating some food, hanging out. And then we were both like, holy shit, like our missions here are so massive together and we've been brought here together to actually reactivate each other. And
it was like
then-
a soul recognition in each other.
Yeah.
And I think it was like, I've never met anyone that has a big of a mission as I do.
Yeah.
And the recognition was like, oh, she's a fucking motherfucking crazy bitch like me.
Yeah. And it was like the courageness. It was like,
She believes she's going to
"Oh,
change the world like me too.
yes!"
And I'm like, do you know who the fuck I am? She's like, do you know who the fuck I am? I'm like, you're me. Oh my God, shit.
And then like the synchronicities of like just how alike we are grew so much. And then we were like, fuck, I think we're twin flames. Like we've been here to actually
Not romantically.
Not romantically, fam.
I had to say that, 'cause,
Disclose
you know,
because everyone thinks we're
Well,
together.
everyone thinks we're fucking.
Just
Just because
'cause
I'm
I'm-
gay and she's hot doesn't mean we're
And a
fucking.
guy doesn't mean that we're actually fucking, fam. We can just be best friends.
Need to clarify that.
Clarifying
guys.
it, guys. Yeah, we've been asked 100 times. Even my friend's like, so how's Alex? I'm like, yeah, Alex is fucking great. I mean, her besties, it's been amazing.
Oh, it's so funny.
And true, you know, we just got back from Bali. We just lived our best life. Like we did. We're living our best life,
We are
babe.
living our best life.
And so I want to talk about like how funny we are when we go into shops and stuff. Alex, tell people what we do when we go into shops. And
Okay.
you may also, trigger warning.
Yeah.
You may be triggered by the fact that we love talking about this. And if you do, this is your permission slip to open yourself up
Yeah.
to really looking at why you're triggered right now and maybe just opening your heart space to receiving. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Alex, what do we fucking tell people when we
We
go out?
literally walk in, and well, actually, I'm gonna say you say this first every time. And I don't know, what do you do? Like they ask us what we do, and Nat just comes out like, we're rich, we're banked, we're so fucking rich, we're just
And we're
rich.
so famous.
We're so famous, we're rich, we travel the world, and like, but what do you do? But we're just rich. We change the world, and then it's almost like we're releasing any shame around money, and then we give they first they're a bit like, huh? And then they like get in the frequency of like, look at these two mad bitches,
Mad bitches.
unapologetically talking about how wealthy and banked they are. And I think that's part of our mission too.
I think it is too.
You
And it's
know?
also like when they're in our frequency, like even the Uber driver guys, we jumped into this Uber in Cairns. And we're in Alex is in the front, I'm in the back, and we're talking about how banked we are, how successful we are. She's
I'm like, you're gonna remember this Uber drive when you met Natalie Paterson and Alex Tripod when we're fucking huge and famous. You're gonna remember this. Film it, Nat, film it.
And honestly, it was so funny. But he was in so much joy and so much love. And like we both, it's our mission here on earth to literally raise the earth's consciousness to the next dimension, or even, you know, raising humanity and teaching everyone to raise their vibration. And of course, we get into a car and we raise his vibration.
So, side
instantly.
note, I don't even think he understood half the jargon we're talking about, but it was a frequency, right? The frequency of the Uber elevated, and he was just enjoying, and he loved it. He's like, yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
this is the transmission, right? This is
Totally.
like you and I, babe. We're so high vibe, yeah. And like even when we've been into the casino, we're like, yeah, we're rich, bang.
right,
Yeah, we're rich, bang.
right, because
And it's
everything
like the
is
frequency of-
what shame are you putting around it?
Yep.
You know,
And also, what the reason I do it the most is actually because I want to speak it into awareness more. And you know, like we're both massive manifestors, and we both believe in the quantum so much. It's like literally our whole belief systems, right? Mm-hmm. And the more we can speak it into existence, I'm like, why wouldn't we?
Totally.
Why wouldn't we?
Totally.
Amazing.
Let's create a reality where
This is just all we speak into existence.
exactly.
How about when we let's just talk about funny shit that we've done together.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I want to talk about what's some funny shit we've done together.
A lot. Let me think.
You know what I was actually going to ask you today?
What?
I was going to message you and be like, "Oi, let's wear our matching hats." And I was like, "Nah, that's a bit too much for our podcast." I do that here. What else is funny that we do?
We always attract smelly people.
Okay. All right, wait. Hold that one. Okay, that's a good one. What
Smelly
else?
people, you crying. What else?
Like we always laugh. But what's
Are we even that funny?
we are so funny.
Ratata.
Ara tata.
Ratatata.
Apatatata.
Apatata.
Let's also do some light language later. Why not?
Okay.
Let's activate the fucking people. Oh, I should do that in all my podcasts.
Yeah.
I should activate it.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask you a question?
If you want, do you feel like
I'm trying to think of one. I was gonna before, but it left my field.
Don't worry. I've got some other goodies to ask you.
Okay.
Let's just talk about funny shit though,
Yeah.
about our best
great.
friendship.
Okay.
Like Ascension's cool, but people want to hear our shit.
yeah, shit. Yeah, yeah.
We're the people's choice. Oh, So
Right.
the funniest,
Funny
the
shit.
funny shit. All right, the funny shit.
I know something funny.
Go.
Okay. With so much love. I know it's not that it's funny, but it's kind of funny because you're one of the most heart-centered / emotional people I've ever met. So Nat does this
I
thing,
can
guys.
From here, fam. I can kick it from
Okay,
here.
Nat does this thing where she like almost every day, hanging out for 2 months, I swear, like maybe there was a 1 or 2 days miss. Almost every day she would find something to feel so grateful about. And a lot of the time I'd be in her gratitudes and she'd be like, I'm so grateful for you. And the gratitude, what would you do, Nat?
Yeah.
Start crying.
I'm going to do it now. Oh my God, guys, you have no idea. The gratitude that I feel through my heart space. It's so funny, right? Another mentor of mine told me when you experience full-blown joy, it's like this heart expansion and like tears will roll down your face with joy. And there's these moments in our time together where I look at you and it's like such a deep soul knowing, and it's that mirror of like, fuck, we're here to serve millions. And it's just like, I'm so grateful.
I love your heart. But it can be the smallest thing.
It
Like I
is
give
the
her like one piece of business advice and it's like, I love you. Thank you so much. But you know what? I reckon it's a big key of why you've quantum shifted so much, because your heart chakra is always so activated with gratitude.
Yeah.
And mix that with your courage and your action taking.
Thanks, babe.
That's the key. Like that, when I've realized, like for me, the biggest key is like people talk about courage. What's courage mean? Courage comes from the Latin root word core, which means heart. So my ability to
consistently
open and
open my
consistently
heart.
For my heart chakra mixed with the action and this and that is what quantum shifts everything.
Yeah, thank you. And it's this love that I have. It's like, fuck, man, it's so deep.
Yeah.
Like our best friendness is so fucking deep, man.
Our connection is deep.
Yeah, our connection's deep.
We've been calling
very
each other
lucky.
in for ages. I was like, fuck, I really want a best friend, like a bestie. I haven't had a bestie since 18 years old. I want someone that gets my mission. I want someone that I can fucking laugh with. I want someone that I can like
Talk galactic alien
fart
weird
in
shit
front of if I
to.
want to, like
Which was also a massive thing for her to get over.
so much shame.
Guys, I can piss in front of anyone, and I can also fart in front of anyone, all right? And Alex, she took a lot of warming up too. I'm like, babe, pee with the door in front of, and like, mind you guys, we're traveling together. Like, we're in the same hotel rooms or in separate hotel rooms.
We're in the same bed together recently.
We're literally together all the time. And so I was like, fuck, babe, you can fart in front of me. She's like, no. And I mean, like, we went Bali, guys. I don't know who here has experienced Bali.
I mean, one night there was
so that's a bit funny.
I had to kick you out of the balcony one night, didn't I?
Fuck.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was like, Alex, tripod, just go.
What else is funny?
Okay, this one night,
Oh God.
we were at the casino. By the way, guys, I've never gambled in my life. Met Alex, and she's like, we're in the 3D reality, babe. Let's enjoy our time here. And I was like, okay, what do you do for fun? She's like, I like to gamble. I was like, all right. Is that what rich people do? She's like, yep. I'm like, okay. So we skipped down to the casino.
Just disclaimer.
Yeah.
I see the money that I put on the table as a form of entertainment. And am I willing to part with $1,000?
Yes, yeah,
It's not
totally.
oh shit, this is rent money, you know. So like for me, I've got a healthy relationship with it, because what's the difference between $1,000 on the roulette table or $1,000 on a experience?
It's 100%.
You know what I mean?
So this is a disclaimer, guys. When Alex actually told me this, I was like, wow, okay, cool. Shift in paradigm. I'm totally cool with doing this. Where in the past, because of the people that I used to hang out with, you know, we were druggies and we used to do the bad
It's got
shit.
a dirty
So it was
connotation
dirty
to it.
connotation. So
Yeah.
when you and I went for entertainment, and of course we can afford it.
Yeah.
We put $500
And
down.
we also put
$1,000
ourselves
down,
in 5G bubbles and like frequencies.
and we just like make sure we protect ourselves, and we go in and we have so much fun. And it's literally entertainment. So we're sitting at the I don't know, one of the tables. Also, guys, I'm new to this, so we're playing like blackjack or something else. You were texting me.
3-card poker.
Maybe 3-card poker.
Yeah.
She loves 3-card poker. And we're sitting there and we're like, and like every single card that comes out, Alex is like, triple, this, that. And she's like, we're like manifesting on the table as we go at lightning speed. And then she's like, we're the People's Choice Awards. And I'm like, yeah, we're the People's Choice Awards. And then we start pissing ourselves. It probably doesn't even sound funny as we say it out loud.
Yeah.
We start pissing ourselves that we're the People's Choice Award. And then all night we'll just be like, yeah, we're the People's Choice Awards. People are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then I think that night I, as a joke, was like, maybe my tour in the States should be called the People's Choice. And I'm like, they won't even get what that means. Yeah, but we're the People's Choice.
And it was funny.
It was funny to us. We don't care if you don't think it's funny.
Oh, funny. What else? What other good shit have we done?
You know
That's
what
hilarious.
I think is funny?
What?
Just our souls constantly pinging off each other.
Yes.
It's not even
We always say
funny.
like our higher selves are just like having a little dance, and our teams are like fully like dun, dun, dun,
That's what it
dun,
is.
dun, dun, dun.
So good.
and they're just like having the best time ever, aren't they?
We find the fun in the mundane.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And everything we do, and honestly, we did so well as well, traveling together in each other's pockets for 2 months.
Yeah.
Like no fights, no bickering. Yeah.
And in all honesty, like I'm very selective with who I spend my time with.
I know.
And I love my energy so much that it is surprising and refreshing and incredibly beautiful to have found a friend that I actually feel amplified in your energy.
Cool.
You know, like I'm not like, oh, I need to get away from that. Or like, and it's not that I have friends like that, but it's like
it can be taxing sometimes too when you're like our frequencies have just like merged and been like, there's
and I also
harmony.
feel like there's a safety and a sisterhood that I feel that I can be all of me. I don't have to put on an act. I don't have to try. I don't have to do anything. I can be all of me, and it's so fucking beautiful because I feel so chill around you.
Yeah.
You know, I can be stage Alex. She pumped me up. She gives me little activations before I get on stage.
Yeah.
Then I can like do nothing. It's we've got a beautiful,
we've got an awesome connection.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like,
well, we've known each other for 3 months, but I feel like I've known you for a lifetime.
whole life.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It's lifetimes and lifetimes,
It
right?
is, yeah.
Actually, I should tune in to see lifetimes together. Oh,
We've probably been married before, you know that.
probably 100%.
100%.
And everyone else is doing together. So, guys, just another disclaimer: we're not together. Okay, cool. So here I am hosting this podcast. What else do I feel like? What else should we talk about?
Your sparkly jacket.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Do you fucking love
It's
it? Okay, I've
really
actually
cool.
got sparkly pants. that
Is
match.
this the Ascension and Fashion Codes?
It is the Ascension of Fashion Code.
That's what
You're
it
welcome,
is.
guys. Every single
You're
I did say
welcome,
this.
guys.
You're welcome, guys. We also we
Oh,
went
let's
to
talk
this-
about how we've become a label whores lately.
label horse. All right. Okay, pause. Fucking rewind, guys.
Can I tell them about the Gucci?
Tell them
Cash
this- no, we can't talk about Cash Cat. It's a secret for another thing that we've got coming out. Stay tuned.
Okay,
boys and girls. Anyway,
So we go into Gucci. I've just bought my Fuck Me I'm Famous sunglasses at the airport, right? We're in Cairns.
Yep.
And we walk into Gucci and Nat's looking for a pair of
Perth.
Perth.
Oh, in
Yeah,
Cairns. Oh, we're in Cairns.
Nat's walked into Gucci with me and we walk in the sunglasses bit and next to my sunnies.
wait, pause. I went to the hotel when we met each other. She's like, "Babe, I've got these new sunnies. Like, these are the best fucking sunnies. These are my Fuck Me I'm Famous glasses." And I was like, I never wear sunglasses and I want a pair of sunglasses. She's like, "We're going to find you a pair." And I was like, okay. So we like really talked up this massive hype.
Yeah.
So then
we walked into Gucci
Yep.
and then right next to mine, of course,
Of course.
is these fuck off like huge ones with like big gold G's and the stuff. And I'm like, babe, try these on. And she put them on and I literally was like, there was a part of me that died from jealousy, but also was like, oh my God, my best friend's so hot. She looks so good in those. And I was like, babe. And I was like, they're the ones. They're the ones. And I'm like yelling in Gucci, right? And this is when we talk about frequency, this is where it defies all rules and bullshit. So Gucci, they're like prissy and pompous and like, you know, like very
clean cut. And
yes,
very
professional.
mature.
Yes.
And then I was like, "What's up?
And
Fucking hang on."
she's all like, right. And then like she's like, we're laughing so hard
That I fall on the ground,
She's like, where do
literally.
rich people shop? And I'm like Jacuba. I'm like, no, babe, fucking Gucci. Anyway, and I'm like doing Insta stories. The what do we call them? The retail assistants. They're starting to fucking laugh and get in amongst it.
And they're getting a bit more loose,
Yeah, a bit
weren't
more
they? They
loose.
were cool.
Do you want champagne?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm like,
We didn't take the champagne, by
I
the way.
said something to Nat, and you're on the floor laughing. So she's on the floor, crumpled
said,
in a pile,
Nat Pat
laughing.
Cash Cat.
And I was like, Nat Pat Cash Cat, and she's like, you don't get it. You'll know soon.
You guys will know.
On the floor, crying. It was just hilarious.
amazing,
And then we went to Louis Vuitton. I got my ring. I got my shoes. It was great.
And
Actually, we spent a lot of money together.
Yeah, of course we do. But we make a lot of money together. Okay. Of course we do.
And we egg each other on.
We do egg
I'm like,
each
do I
other
really need this? And you're like, babe. I'm like, all right, Jesus. If you don't get them, you're insane. Oh, okay.
Wait, how's this going? So I'm vegan and Alex eats meat, and that's cool. And sometimes she'll be like,
oh, gee, thanks for the permission slip.
Sometimes she'll be like,
just because you're spiritual and you believe spiritual people don't eat meat.
Hey. But sometimes she'll say to me, Nat, you'll make more money if you eat a steak. And I'm like,
babe, if you take a bite of this steak, you're going to make $1 million next month. And she's like, fuck.
And
you.
I get a little bit like, you know, I'm like, oh, will I actually make the money? Yeah.
She gets a bit horny for it. You get horny for money. You get so horny for money.
This has to be the title of this podcast. We get horny for money.
We get horny for money.
And it's a thing, guys, if you're not fucking yourself to your money, like, what are you doing?
Babe, I just released a reel and I'm literally humping money on the floor to Pony. Honey, let's do it.
Riding our cash.
My cash. An exercise for you is to withdraw a couple of $1,000s from the ATM.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a couple of $1,000, maybe you should do Nat's course or my course. We've got many money courses that start at low end as well.
Yes.
And so we cater for everyone.
Yeah.
And what I want you to do is I want you to take these dollar bills and put on some sexy knickers. And maybe
sexy knickers?
Yeah, like
I'd go naked, but
I like
you
I
do,
feel better in like
underwear,
like cute, like showing my ass cheeks, and then like a white shirt.
Ooh.
Put on like some
I just prefer to get
sexy
naked.
music, and then I just like rub it all over myself.
Yeah,
sometimes on the bed.
Oh yeah,
and then I flick the bean with it. It's great.
Yeah, nice.
Did it this morning. It was really delicious.
I love and see, guys, we're very, very, very successful, wealthy people, and that's what we do for fun. That's our hobbies.
Yes, I wouldn't say that's the key to what made me a millionaire.
I would say that's the only key here, boys and girls. That's the only key. Natalie and Alex
fuck yourself with money.
Fuck yourself with money.
Honey. With money.
Yeah. So that's actually what we're going to start talking about. That's our new training. No.
Yeah.
We actually both had a download though.
Yeah.
So I had a download first about teaching people money, sex, magic, and then like a month later, I was like, "Bro, I think I'm going to do a course." And I'm like, "Yes, we've."
Babe, it was on the same day.
No, I've had this for ages.
Oh, you didn't share it with me.
Probably didn't.
I was coming back from the gym one day. I'm like, babe, I'm going to do a course and it's going to be like sex and money codes. And she's like, oh, I was going to do money, sex, but she's like, great. Everyone's going to think we're doing the same shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then it wasn't true for me when I really felt into it. But part of my codes that I've realized that I have that I didn't realize.
Yes, tell them the lesbian thing.
Well, yeah, it's, and I don't want people to get scared about ever wanting to work with me, but it is, I have done the calculations. About 30 to 40% of women who enter my containers actually either become bisexual or lesbian.
Right.
And it's not anything other than it's what I truly believe my unapologetic sex codes and lesbian codes activates the dormant desires inside of women that are unexpressed and they didn't even know they had until they see someone that's so fully expressed in every area of their life. And I'm the permission slip that make them go, oh, what if I explore?
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally, babe. And even like, you know, my bisexual journey, when I felt more comfortable to self-express it and talk about it when I met you, you know? Because it's something that I hadn't talked about for such a long time.
And again, if we're releasing shame
totally.
And we're being more ourselves, how does then that ripple in the way we dress, the way we speak, the marketing content we create, our transmissions? If we're releasing shame and then we're being more of ourselves,
it's a high vibration.
Of course it's going to attract more wealth, more aligned soulmate clients, more aligned partners, more aligned opportunities. Like...
Of course. We also love saying of course, guys, because of course we're super wealthy. Of course we are. Of course everything just
a horse.
Of course it's a horse on your top. Also, guys, we were in Finn's
VIP.
Finn's VIP when we decided that would look good on Alex, and Alex tried it on and we were like, this is the
I love shopping with you.
I know it is a vibe, and that's what we were talking about before. Is like that we egg each other on. I was like, you need to buy that. You're like, you need to buy that. I was like, I know. So we do spend a lot of money when we're together.
We have very different styles. Yeah, I would never wear those boots. Love them for you.
Do you love
though.
them though?
Yeah,
you do.
Love them for you. They're a bit Gold Coast for me. Any
other funny
information
things?
that we'd like to give these beautiful souls?
Let's talk about something else funny that we've done together. Oh, let's give them a transmission. Let's channel some light language.
All right, what codes are you going to share in this light language?
I'm going to share.
What code are you sharing and why?
Do you know what I'm actually sharing?
What code do you think is most linked to money and ascension?
No, you know what I'm going to do?
Okay, go.
Okay, so
here I am trying to take it over the podcast.
Here you go. Standard. So last night, me, Athena, and Alex went for dinner. Also, guys, we're really good friends. And they both said to me that I've got connection codes, which I didn't know I had. And it's very true. In my whole life, I've always connected people together. I've actually connected so many couples. I've connected so many business people, like all the things, right? So I'm going to share connection codes. What are you going to share?
I'm going to share
courage codes.
My courage codes.
Yeah, of course.
And
so it's
a little
codes
tiny
right
bit of sex codes.
Okay, yeah.
Like
let's do a little bit of sex codes both.
Yeah.
Because I also did freely speak about my 21-day challenge the other day, about my alien sex magic that I've been having, the kundalini, the light language, activations. Great. Guys, who here wants to hear a little bit of awesome light language transmissions from the two most galactic, 5-dimensional reality human beings that is on this earth right now? All right, ready?
All right. Akaya se te era kutu suku e te kia ara te te suku e te kia atakai se te era kutuku suku e atakaya se era kusuku e te kia te kia suku e te a te kia se te era kutu e te kia suku e te kia ai te kia ataku suku e
I love you so
We just shared codes.
Yeah, man.
Yummy.
Yum. We actually do this quite a lot, guys. What about the time where you gave me...
What about the time in that past life where you killed me?
What? She just made that up for him. What about the time where I was laying in bed, though, and you actually gave me full quantum surgery?
Yeah. So Nat pushed me on a VIP day we did together. And like, right at the end, she's like, this strategy is great. Can you perform quantum surgery on me? And I'd never done it before. I was like, okay. She's like, yep, you're going to trust your channel. You're going to blah, blah, blah. And she laid it out. She gave me a bit of like, I was like, all right, great. I'm getting schooled in my own VIP day that I'm meant to be delivering, but sure, I'll quantum surgery you that I've never done before. So thank you for pushing me.
You're welcome.
And then, we're just like a full, like, told you when you were going to have your children, extract some stuff.
Apparently going to have some children. I need to...
You got a few years, babe.
Got some
time.
We've got missions to complete. Our missions are so big.
Yeah. Where's your king or your queen?
Where's my king and my queen? Calling you in now. Okay. What other funny shit have we done together that's been great?
It's been a bit of a whirlwind, I feel. I don't...
In a good way.
It's all like...
Isn't a whirlwind like bad? Is it,
no.
Actually, would you consider a whirlwind to be a bad thing?
No, I'm just...
Okay, cool.
It's just like a mix. It's like a whole big high vibe.
Like a galactic thing.
Yeah.
Oh, tell them about dinner the other night where I had to go on a spaceship and that was quite awkward.
Oh my God. Okay, guys. This is insane. So Natalie used to tell me these stories that she used to have these huge upgrades when she was with her ex-partner, and her ex-partner would have to hold space when she'd go up into spaceships, and that hasn't really happened since with anyone. No. Anyway, I would hear these incredible stories and I was like, wow. And for the first time ever, we're in Uluwatu, we're having dinner.
Yeah.
And so I think, Natalie, you had something come up, and I'm like, there's a transmission that's coming through, and I start telling you about the 5th dimension and how there's like light cities and what I'm seeing, la 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 la, and it's almost like the transmission came through because her team wanted to come through for me to activate Natalie. So I'm like, and Natalie's just like staring at me like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Literally, I couldn't speak. I was muted.
You were like,
I was muted, and I had tears rolling down my face, and I wasn't in the gratitude bit. I was just literally shocked. Still.
And in my head, I'm like, am I that profound? And I'm just going to do
it. She's really channeling, and I'm just like super stuck.
And then she's like, I'm getting taken up. Like, I'm going in the spaceship. Can you like can you just like hold the
this, yeah.
space? And I'm like, okay. And like there's waitresses, there's other couples next to us, and Natalie's full gone up like in her fucking spaceship, downloading fucking codes. Next thing, get me a piece of paper and a pen. Okay, cool. She's like fucking downloading this new code that's gonna like shift the frequency of people and like this like quantum technology that she's
Do you have
downloading.
that piece of paper as well?
I don't know.
Fuck, I actually can't find it. I know the picture.
Yeah.
I was meant to ask you. I meant to text you.
I'll check.
Thank you. Yeah.
So she's full thing. And then like the waitress is coming every like probably 30 seconds. Are you guys all right? I'm like, yes, it's okay. It's okay. She's like levitating almost like, la, 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 la. And I'm just like, and I'm not judging, but I'm also like, I'm like so glad I've done so much work on myself because I didn't have embarrassment or shame, but I'm also like, just mindful that we're in a restaurant. I'm like, hey, Nat,
and we're
like,
also
are you
not
coming
just
back
in
anytime?
a normal restaurant. We're in a fancy fucking restaurant.
And it's going for about half an hour, guys.
Yeah.
Like I've lost her for half an hour. She's like full getting downloads.
Guys, I was in the Ascension
like
Codes.
full like downloads, like, okay, they're telling me this, like naming the quantum. And I'm just like, it was intense.
It was intense.
It was so intense.
I love you.
I love you too.
For sitting through that.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
let's all night.
Can we swap seats? Because I was facing everyone. I was like, if I can actually just sit in the corner a bit.
I mean, it helped slightly.
I won't be like so fucking intense for everyone, right?
Yeah, she was. It was like the exorcism was happening
or something. And then I was like, we need to leave. Like Alex had to literally pay and shit because I couldn't even fucking sort.
And then like
out.
I walked up from the table to go pay, and then they wanted to bring the bill to us. I'm like, oh my god, can we just get out of here?
And then we get on this little buggy to go back to our apartment, and I'm like. On the buggy, like,
they're trying to chat to her too, and I'm like, yeah, mate,
she's fine.
That was.
And then went home, and went back to our hotel. It was pretty intense all night. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for holding me.
Babe, it was a pleasure. I think I got upgrades that night too.
Yeah. And that's what too. Also, sometimes we'll sleep next to each other and set the intention for both of us to swap codes during the night, and that's really cool. Mm-hmm. And it's like so cool that. You know, we're best friends and we found each other to do this because, you know, like the best friendship that I had a few years ago, her and I weren't necessarily into the same things. And we went to partying and all that sort of shit. This is real shit that we can help one another.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is there anything you're scared of?
Fucking spiders.
Okay.
Have we not had this conversation, bro? Yeah. Like petrified spiders.
What about in your mission?
Yeah, the bigness of my mission. Yeah. So I don't know where we were in the air. Remember we were actually, all right.
Oh, that's what happened that night too. It was the bigness of your mission that you were almost wanting to tap out, and then your team sucked you up.
Yeah. Yes, wow. That's it. Yeah. And it's also like I felt the bigness of my mission last week when I had another download about what I was going to do. And remember I messaged you and I was like, oh my God, this is the next piece, right? And I'll share with everyone here, right? This is the first time I've actually shared it. So Alex and I have been talking about this 5D Earth technology that we both can actually channel through, right? And I had this massive another part of my ascension, right? Last week when I saw myself in meditation actually holding these massive ascension meditations. And it's so funny because I obviously channeled through the Ascension Codes as a name for the podcast with the intention of now, well, I didn't know this at the time, but the other day when I channeled through this, when I was in this meditation, I was sitting there and I saw myself literally holding space for hundreds of thousands of people all over the globe in this meditation called the Ascension. And it's to help everyone, it's for all of us starseeds and light workers to activate the grids on Earth to actually ascend the Earth into the fifth dimension, which is my big mission.
So it's like anchoring portals around the world and coming together collectively meditating because it's so much more powerful.
Yeah, and it's this 5D Earth technology that I was shown on the spaceship that one night, and it's like this is fully going to come into fruition. And it was the bigness of my mission, babe. The bigness of my mission of what I'm here to do. I think it's a bit scary.
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Yeah, like the pressure on my chest, I felt I was just like couldn't stop crying because of the overwhelmingness. And
it's almost like, I feel that because it's almost like it's overwhelming responsibility, but also gratitude of like little old me.
Yeah, gratitude.
Me,
yeah,
like
yeah.
my crazy soul and this human vessel and this avatar
I've created
and this
this.
movie that I'm going to play. But of course, like if we're just in a movie
Yeah.
and this is a blockbuster movie, of course we're going to create the most epic movie, you know, like hologram.
Yeah. So I think other than spiders, the bigness of my mission, that is
like big hairy huntsman spiders.
Yeah. Or any fucking spiders, like even little ones. I'm like, I don't like you. And I'm a vegan. I don't want to kill them, but I don't like you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So what are you scared of? Other than the fucking dark and I'm scared of it. Guys, Alice's a little bit scared of the dark.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared of the dark.
And she also doesn't like lizards. She doesn't like
I don't like
any
insects,
sort of insects.
but that's because my I've got a programming from my childhood that my dad
we'll do some email.
Yeah.
We'll do some email.
Anyway, I just have a program because I saw something when I was 3 and it equated insects to death.
Yeah.
And I have a visceral body experience when I see insects. It's fun. And I haven't done any work on it. So anyway, Nat, you can end up with me. So what I'm scared of, what am I scared of? Do you know, like there was like parts of me that like every now and then like turbulence on a plane, things like that. But since my session with Athena yesterday, even though it's like more and more safety that I cultivate in my body, the less I'm scared about. And the more knowing I have about my soul's mission, it's just done.
Yeah.
But yesterday I received a transmission and my Lyrian tribe of elders shared with me that not only are they're protecting me and guiding me, but there's other councils of light and like star nations that are there that are seeing the work that I'm doing on earth. And they assured me that no matter how bright I get, no matter how much I shine, no matter how big my mission gets, never worry, you are always protected.
Of course.
So like I'm just going to remind myself that because sometimes
I'll remind you as well.
Yeah.
I'll remind you that.
Because like, you know, I still get nervous before I get on stage sometimes. Like the ego still creeps in. Like, am I going to fuck it up? And I'm going to do this. And like the human part of me. And then it's just like knowing that I'm just so divinely guided and protected.
Yeah,
So in a nutshell, probably spiders in the dark. And apart from that, that's
human stuff.
That's human stuff.
Bigger stuff. Yeah.
Bigger stuff. Cool. I'm just excited.
I'm going to remind you that, I'm excited. Yeah.
How sexy is life?
Life so sexy.
Yeah.
We're so, honestly, we're blessed that we've created this life. And this is the thing too, guys. For anyone listening, you can create this.
100%.
You know, this time last year, I cannot believe the state that I was in comparison to now. Actually, I did cry the gratitude thing. You know how we talked about the gratitude thing? When we first got to Bali, I actually cried because I'm like, wow, I'm in a villa. I'm so wealthy. I've got an amazing launch about to release. I'm going to be on a retreat with my best friend. I've literally just had the most amazing experience where I got paid to fucking travel with
support me.
Like, what the fuck? This is amazing that I've created this life. And this time last, so we actually went over to Bali earlier for my birthday. And this time last year, I didn't even want to pay for myself to go out for breakfast with my partner.
What did I do for your birthday? What was my birthday present to you?
I also cried with joy at that as well.
It was too late for a physical gift.
Oh, yeah.
So I decided to wake up and go, Natalie, your birthday present today is?
You can spend however much money you like. Rack up every tab you can. I was like, okay, thank you, babe. So we went to
I did give her a limit.
She gave me
I said, you go up to $2,000, go spend as much as you want.
Yeah. So we went to Vegan Babe, which was my favorite restaurant in Bali. And I literally ate we got 4 or 5 main things.
Yeah, we stuffed ourselves.
Yeah.
Then we got a day bed at Finn's.
VIP. But
yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was a good day.
It was a great day.
It was a great day.
And the thing is, too, what we've decided is if we were kings and queens back in the old days, we would have we always talk about this, a big fucking table of all these different foods and we would just pick.
Because variety is a spice of life.
Yes.
Why would I want one thing when I can taste 10 things?
Yeah. So then we actually, we have this theory, like every time we go to a restaurant, we over order and we actually say to the staff, hey guys, just letting you know, we're going to over order. We know it's going to be too much food, no worries. And we literally just eat whatever we want because we can, because this is abundance.
Right.
And then remember when we were at Finn's, we saw these little birds that were just jumping around on the grass. And I was like, guys, this grass, there's so much abundance of grass for this.
Well, I saw them like, what do you think the birds are saying that? I'm like, I know. They're like, wow, look at all this grass, abundance, and more grass everywhere. Wow, abundance. I'm like, look how abundant those birds are.
Yeah, and there's abundance everywhere, guys.
Abundance, baby.
Abundance.
Are you sure it should be
birds,
called the abundance
baby.
code? I mean, sorry.
No, actually,
Is it the
it's an
abundance-
A.
Is it the abundance codes?
Oh.
No. Maybe.
Mate, well, they
Well.
get the abundance when they ascend.
Yes.
So it's both.
Ah,
I
both.
channeled the ascension, so I
Okay.
feel as if it is the
I'm just
ascension.
seeding that.
Thank you.
both
Yeah,
birds.
yeah, you can seed. I'll eat the seed. Maybe I'll actually plant it and then I can water it. Okay, so
Right.
beautiful soul fam. For those of you who hasn't watched this on YouTube, watch it on YouTube because it's funnier on YouTube. You get to see us. Okay, so Alex
phone.
Alex Tripodis, we had this massive conversation
off.
at dinner last
Don't
night.
reveal my real name.
Oh, okay, fuck off, guys. So anyway, we had this massive conversation last night at dinner about her real name and if she wants to change it to da 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 da. Anyway, I like to call her full name because I think it's cute.
Okay, tell everyone. What's my real?
Alexandra
Yeah.
Tripodis. And
Alexandra Tripodis.
I think it's such a
Alexandra is protector of mankind.
Ooh.
Tripodis, directly translated from Greek to English, tripodi actually means 3 legs. So I'm protector of mankind, 3 legs. Protector of mankind, 3 legs. That is my alien name.
3 legs. Are you
3
just
legs.
Chelsea Alexander? That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, cool.
Yes.
Well, Alex Tripodis.
Yes.
Where can people find you? Obviously through my page, guys. If you just look at my page.
At Alex Tripod or alextripod.org or Alex Tripod on Facebook or Alex Tripod on YouTube.
Or Alex Tripod on TikTok.
Yes, that one too.
TikTok. So anyway.
Universe. No. You inverse.
Guys, we wrapped that for the fucking 2 weeks straight.
I
Just
created a
together.
rap on the aeroplane for it. It's going to come through.
It's gonna be amazing.
Lamborghini, rap,
Lamborghinis.
all of it. Just watch the
Guys,
space.
yeah, watch the space. It's gonna be amazing. And cash cake.
Because people who ascend drive Lamborghinis, apparently.
Yeah, that's what we say now. Apparently, also, someone told me last week that for me to actually buy a Lamborghini, guys, I want to buy a Lamborghini for my 30th. I actually have to go and get lessons because apparently it's like really touchy on the wheel. Have you ever driven a Lambo?
Honey, you're a quantum shifter. Just drive it in the quantum.
Oh, yes.
You're fine.
Okay.
Take the lessons in the quantum.
Okay, guys. So anyway, we're going to wrap up this
Great.
podcast. You can support this podcast by leaving a review on iTunes and Spotify. Spotify.
I'm just repeating you because
Yes,
you
do
repeat
it.
all the time. So go,
Spotify.
iTunes, Spotify. What else?
Go to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you can leave a review.
Leave a review.
It's going to be a vibe.
Vibe.
Be a vibe.
Be a vibe.
Be a vibe. Be a vibe.
Vibe.
Anyway, love you. I'll catch you soon. Chili.
Universe.
You. Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
I forgot to tell you guys.
Don't yell.
If you want to follow me, I'm the main host of this,
The superstar.
the superstar. You can go to Natalie Paterson
Nat
Coaching.
Pat Cash Cut.
You can go to Natalie Paterson. Or please follow the Ascension Codes _, on Instagram. And there's
Follow all of it. Follow her agency. Follow her Natalie Paterson.
I've
Follow
got
this.
the
Follow
agency.
everything, and then follow me. Thanks. Bye.
Illy. Great. That's it. We're done here. I have channeled through 2 incredibly powerful and potent group coaching programs. One is for the entrepreneurs who want to get to consistent 10K months, learn everything that I have in the systems in the back end of my business, how I've helped other entrepreneurs scale to 10 and 20 and 30K months, how I've been able to cultivate so much certainty in my business by my spiritual tools, my spiritual gifts, and also the strategies and the structure to actually making your goals a real reality. So that is business container 1. Taking you quantum, baby. It's called reclamation of the soul's purpose. The second business container is called Cash Codes and Clients. This is for all the entrepreneurs who are already at, that 20, 30, 40K months, and they are wanting to scale beyond multi 6 figures and 7 figures. This is strategy, structure, spiritual fucking woo-woo codes, 5th dimension. There is 3 live events and 9 months of full support of me channeling in your business. If you would like to learn more, the links are down below. Both options have payment plans, finance available, and also pays in fulls, of course. Babes, if you want to work with me, if you feel the call to work with me and learn more about my magic, please DM me now at Natalie Paterson Coaching or the Ascension Codes _.